slightly about the internet. How are you all enjoying being on the internet lately? It's like that guy you fucked once and it was like, oh no. It's like he runs the internet now, that guy, right? Like it's fundamentally a massive, massive problem. So, okay, here's the thing though. Because of things like social media, I think one of the things that queer people know very, very well is that queer creators in particular often get shadow banned or censored. That's a very common experience for us, right? In a broad sense. In fact, when Meta was like, we're going to get rid of all the hate speech controls, I was like, I'm sorry, the what? I was like, okay, I know that like that was written in a policy somewhere, but let me tell you, from my experience, the what? The fuck? Okay, come on. My favorite was when LinkedIn was like, we're not going to protect trans people anymore. I was like, you're LinkedIn. You're the last place no one will shitpost. Like, you're it. Like, you're this bastion of, like, if I'm on LinkedIn for more than 5 minutes, it puts me to sleep. It's an excellent boredom where it's just kind of like, not paying for any of these scams. Cool. Yes, here we go, right? We can make this work. But one of the things that social media has taught us to do is to repeat the same thing so that we get engagement, right? So if something really big is happening, we might splice it up or put it on TikTok or make a video out of it or review movies and TV shows, right? There's this regurgitation of culture. And what that also means is whoever is making news at the time, and this is one of the dangers of the 2016 election, right? Something really powerful could have happened if we just didn't fucking talk about Trump at all. When he was a joke candidate, right? Instead of giving him all this free press and attention. So I want to take us back to, is anybody here familiar with the Beatles? Right? That was a weird response. It was like, good, and then like a whole other conversation. Okay, so there was this cultural agreement when John Lennon was shot. The fans of the Beatles decided, because when the person was interviewed, he said, oh, I did it because I wanted to be famous, right? And so there's a tacit agreement amongst the fans of the Beatles, especially at the time, that we don't say his name, which is why when I said John Lennon was shot, you didn't immediately think of the shooter's name, because there was a cultural agreement to refuse to give him the notoriety that he had done this horrific act to achieve. And I want us to take that idea, and I want us to apply it to the grifters and assholes that are the meanest to us. So there is, for example, the founder of Focus on the Family died recently. I'm never going to say his fucking name ever again. Right? When the leader of the Westboro Baptist Church died, that was the last day that I ever said his name ever again. And it is important that we don't become the vehicles for our own oppression by providing media coverage to people who deserve to be forgotten. And so I would like to encourage all of you who I know are dealing with a massive social media thread about a particular person who is particularly awful, who made a bet with karma in a fascinating way, and I will leave it there. But I want us to commit to never saying his fucking name ever again. As someone who deserves to be forgotten, we're the people that can make that choice. Don't let the billionaires who own these platforms make that choice for you. Cool? Does that seem like a fair arrangement? Can we do that? Okay. When these bigots die, when these people disappear from our world and they have left us only with hatred, it is our job to forget them. And it is a powerful way that we can take a little bit of our space back in the world by not letting them be part of it anymore. Right? So I would like to invite all of you. I know there's lots to talk about, and everybody has the opportunity to engage politically at a level that they feel comfortable, but I don't want you to feel obligated to memorialize someone who does not deserve it. Okay?